Hey everyone, Rachel here from Moving to Canada, and welcome back to the channel. So, if you've ever applied for anything immigration related, you already know the feeling. It can be complex, time consuming, and honestly frustrating at times. And if you clicked on this video, it probably means you're getting to that point where you're thinking, okay, maybe I should get help from a representative. But before you start Googling Canadian immigration application services near me, I want to make sure you know exactly who is legally allowed to represent you for your Canadian immigration application. Because unfortunately, fraud is a big problem in this space, and it's one of those problems that's easier to avoid than to fix later. So, in today's video, we're going to go over the types of people who can represent you, the difference between them, how to verify if someone is licensed, and finally, quickly go over some red flags to watch out for. All right, let's get into it. Out the gate, let's answer the question, who can actually represent you? Well, in Canada, there are three types of people who are legally allowed to give immigration advice or represent you in your application. The first one are immigration lawyers. So, immigration lawyers are fully licensed in Canada. They've gone through a Canadian law degree, passed the bar exam in their province or territory, and they're regulated by their law society. They're trained to interpret the law and they can represent you in court or at hearings. Second are RCICs or regulated Canadian immigration consultants. RCICs have gone through the formal immigration program, passed their licensing exams, and are registered with the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants, also known as the CICC. Every legitimate consultant has what's called an RCIC number, and you should be able to find them in the public directory on the CICC website. They can guide you on the right immigration program to apply for, help you prepare for your application, and make sure everything is complete and accurate. Licensed immigration consultants and immigration lawyers offer comparable services when it comes to guiding applicants, preparing documents, and submitting immigration applications. The one key difference is that immigration lawyers are authorized to represent clients in court. But it's worth noting that only a small percentage of applications reach that stage, so for many people, either option can be appropriate. And finally, we have unpaid representatives. So these are people who can help you for free. Think of a family member, a friend, or a community organization. They can support you with filling out forms or proofreading your documents, but they cannot charge you money and they cannot represent you in more complex situations. Up next, let's talk about how to verify if your representative is legit. Thankfully, IRCC has an official page where you can verify whether your representative is authorized. On that page, you'll find links to all the provincial and territorial law societies in Canada, plus the CICC registry for immigration consultants. Now, you can scan the QR code that you see on your screen, or you can check out the link to this page in the description box below if you want to take a look at it and try it yourself. So let me just speed you through this process on how to check. For example, if you're trying to verify an immigration lawyer, once you're on the IRCC page, scroll down until you see the section called Law Societies in each province and territory. You just want to click on the law society for the province that they're licensed in, let's say British Columbia. And from there, type in their name. I'm just going to type in this name as an example. If you know their full name, that helps a lot. You should be able to see the search results appear below. And when you click on their name, you'll be able to see their profile, their status, their contact information, and other helpful details. Now, if you want to check an immigration consultant, we're going to go back again to the IRCC website. This time, you'll want to click the link that says College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants. From here, you'll see a button that says Find an Immigration Consultant. Click that and you'll be taken to a search tool where you can look up an RCIC. Same premise, if you know their first and last name, it's so much easier to confirm whether they're allowed to practice. In this case, I use our colleague, Rebecca Major, as an example. You may have seen her in some of the videos here, or you've probably read her articles and newsletters on our website, movingtocanada.com. But yes, this is just to confirm that she is in fact an RCIC who is licensed to practice. And there you go. You can click on their name for more details if you want to learn more about them. Finally, I want to end this video by going over some of the red flags to watch out for when you're hiring an authorized representative. Red flag number 1, they cannot provide their RCIC number or the Provincial Law Association listing. Now, we already went over how to check this yourself, but it is something that you want to be mindful of. If someone is presenting themselves as credible or as someone who can handle your application, but they cannot provide proof, that is usually a major red flag. Red flag number 2, They guarantee a successful outcome on your application. We will tell you right now, no immigration lawyer or consultant can guarantee success in an immigration application. If they do, that is a huge red flag. Of course, we all want the best possible outcome for our situation, but there's a big difference between someone giving you realistic optimism and someone telling you exactly what you want to hear. Often, the promise of success is just a ruse to lure you in, so you invest your time, your money, and your resources into them. At the end of the day, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Red flag number three, they ask for money in exchange for a job offer. Authorized reps are not employment recruiters. A reputable one will never offer to get you a Canadian job offer if you pay them money. If they ask you to pay upfront for a job offer in Canada, this is a huge red flag. And we've seen this scam take many forms, such as a fake recruiter asking you for money upfront to find a Canadian job offer, or a fake employer sending you a fake employment contract and asking you to pay a visa fee or a processing fee, or even a fake consultant asking you for money with a guarantee of a Canadian visa and a job offer. Be careful and steer clear of anyone making these kinds of promises. Another red flag is when there's no retainer agreement or contract to sign. A retainer agreement is a type of contract that outlines the services a lawyer or consultant will provide, the duration of those services, the payment structure, and what you're expected to provide as a client. Please do not pay a lawyer or consultant upfront if they cannot provide you with a written agreement. That is a major red flag. Another extra precaution you can take is to read every single word of that agreement or contract before signing it. This just helps you catch any hidden extra fees or tricks buried deep inside the document. And last but not least, if they ask you for a lot of money upfront without offering any consultation, that's a major red flag. Before spending north of $2,000 for their services, any reputable consultant or lawyer will offer you one-on-one consultation first before signing a retainer agreement or contract. During this consultation, they should review your personal information, talk through the immigration programs that fit your circumstances, and may even go over your chances of success. Once they confirm the program is a good match for you, then they'll offer you the complete contract. Watch out for situations where someone refuses to offer a one-on-one consultation and jumps straight to presenting you with a large contract. Often, this is a red flag for a ripoff. All right, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope this helped you get a clearer picture of who can represent you, how to verify if they're legit, and of course, the red flags to watch out for. Canada's immigration system can feel overwhelming, so the last thing that you need is to end up working with someone who isn't authorized or who might take advantage of you. So I hope this video helps you feel a bit more confident and prepared as you're choosing the right representative for your application. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and of course, share it with a friend who's applying to Canada. We also recommend subscribing for more helpful immigration tips and resources by joining our newsletter. You can do that by simply visiting our website, movingtocanada.com, inputting your details in the text box that you see on your screen. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.